Oh, what a surprise! My countdowns got stuck, so I didn't get a chance to do my little mumble jumbo for the before I actually go live. But what's up, everybody? Boy, Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports Channel. We're coming back again. I know I said I was gonna make a video. I think it was Saturday, and here it is. What, days later? But I was freaking tired. I mean, seriously. I mean, I've been bumping from North Dakota back east, going through all that snow, North Dakota to Illinois. Where with wall-to-wall traffic, going 25, 30 miles an hour for hours in. But I made it out of the snow, and now I'm back to PA, and I'm headed back towards the snow. Hopefully, it's not snowing in Ohio by the time I get there. But anyway, so here is it. Here it is. We're gonna run it back. But first, let's go. Let's get with the latest news that Kellen Moore and the Cowboys has mutually agreed to part ways. Right. So bravo, bravo. A lot of us didn't want, thought that Kellen Moore and has ran his course. You know what I'm saying? I personally thought so. I've been saying it for the last couple of years, or at least a year or so, where you can see where on my comments, I mean, a video that I post, I was campaigning for Jim Caldwell that Dak Prescott needs a more experienced offensive coordinator, and Jim Caldwell was available, especially after the whole Miami thing went down with Mr. Flores or whatever. So I thought he was supposed to be coming. I think it was some like information about him being the OC there, but they ended up firing Flores. Jim Caldwell or going out the box and saying Hugh Douglas. I mean, if you're going to replace Kellen Moore, which produced the number one offense, scoring offense or offensive yardage, whatever, and the previous two seasons, this current season and last season, then you have to do something to that's going to elevate Dak in his game. Now there are some pros and cons to that. We will see. They saying that Coach McCarthy is going to call the plays. Maybe he will, or maybe he won't. But if he don't, it's just for the meantime that he's going to be the OC, and he's looking for one. I definitely think Jim Caldwell would do the trick. I mean, look at what he did with in Indianapolis and Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And especially what he did with Matthew Stafford and whatnot. Just go back and look at it. Had a nice offense. Just that defense just couldn't hold up for Detroit. Um, so my landing spot for Kellen Moore would be someone that actually could enlighten him. Actually, could be like a mentor to him, because you look at what this coaching staff and head coach slash GM did with Josh McDaniels and his tenure there at New England. I think that Bill Belichick could use a Kellen Moore versus Matt Patricia being an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I think Kellen Moore can fit in, but he could also be mentored and coached up as well to look at some of his weak spots on offense, so to say. Some of his staleness or vanilla, the Jason Garrett way or whatnot. Maybe he can help spice it up a little bit. But I think that New England could use him. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. What do you think? That could be definitely a good. I think that would be a very good landing spot for him. So now, with that being said, now that we have gotten rid of Kellen Moore, and now we have to see where it's going to go from here. It's going to be pretty interesting, right? As they have shaken up the the whole the whole staff for the most part, as we know a few guys have been let go or not, or a contract not renewed, should I say. So that's good. And we got Dan Quinn back, as you saw in my short on my short. When you listen to Dan Quinn when he first got here, they talked about the Atlanta thing and him getting fired, and he had time to reflect and kind of renew himself or reinvent himself as a defensive coordinator, right? So just by me listening to him and hearing the vibe, I never thought that he was going to go. Um, Even when he got interviewed for Denver Broncos, even this year, he got interviewed for Arizona Cardinals twice. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, like I said, he liked what he has started as far as the project of the Dallas Cowboys defense and with these players. Uh, there's an open book. I mean, there's an open check to sign not anybody major on in free agent, uh, but players that fit his mold. Tall, lanky players. Twitchy, has some twitch and some range, and can play multiple positions in the defensive backfield. You know what I'm saying? So I think he likes what he sees in McQuamu and Marquise Bell and Story and these young crop of guys that he do have. You know what I'm saying? Or that he's still working with or whatnot, along with Dono and I forgot his 29 name, but how can I, right? Uh, but yeah, y'all know who 29 is. We know that he has become one of the vocal leaders on the squad. So when you look at the roster, right, this is why I say we're gonna have to run it back. Okay, we're gonna have some turnover. We're gonna have some, uh, particularly defensively. We have to evaluate the offense uh, with a microscope on. They saying Dak need weapons. Okay, I'm like, need more weapons. That's the term. Not Dak need weapons. He needs more weapons. I'm like, well, why can't we work with the weapons that we already have here? I watched one channel and it said that we need a slot receiver. Okay, one slot receiver, free agency, Greg Deutsch. He's 5'7", 173, right? Uh, but we already have a wide receiver in that stature. As a matter of fact, he's our punt and kick returner. Why haven't we used him in the slot as a gadget? Well, I mean, we tried to on reverses and stuff, but if he's a wide receiver, let him be a wide receiver. Then we got Pollard. I know he's injured right now, but I'm just saying, y'all had wasted Pollard's career like the first 2.5 years. And really, first 3 years, because you even in the third year, you still use them sparingly, right? So now he's a free agent, injured, and pretty much was the number one running back. He's the most explosive weapon that we have. And if you combine that with Turpin, allow Turpin to be a wide receiver, one thing, and whatnot. Hold on.